Administrator Ibas inducts River State into Nutrition 774 initiative. President Tinubu names Balarabe Lawal High Prep Governing Council Chair. Plus, Nigerian Correctional Service reveals mental health crisis in custodial centers. It's the World News, and this is Rstv Television. My name is Obelebara Parker. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It's the task we must accomplish. Watch Rstv News live on Facebook at RSTVCH22 online and on YouTube at RSTV online. Better still, click on the notification bell for our live feed. Now the news in details. River State Administrator, Vice Admiral retired Ibok Ekwebas has said his administration is determined to achieve nutrition security through strengthened health systems, sustainable food production, and robust community engagement. He gave the assurance while formally launching Nutrition 774 initiative in Port Harcourt at the River State Nutrition 774 Town Hall Stakeholders Workshop with a theme, Strengthening Capacity to Drive Action for Nutrition Delivery. Tamno Barabi Ibulubo was there for Rstv News.
Represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Bibi Aloki Wuriga, Vice Admiral Lebas described the initiative as a coordinated and community-driven approach that is aimed at tackling malnutrition across communities. He assured that the effort in the state will be driven by government, communities, and partners under a single framework with clear priorities, reliable data, sustainable financing, and a commitment to reaching every household.
This initiative is a bold, coordinated, and community-focused drive to tackle malnutrition at its roots. It unites government, communities, and partners under a single framework with clear priorities, reliable data, sustainable financing, and a commitment to reaching every household.
Mrs. Uju Rochas Onka, Senior Special Assistant on Public Health in the Presidency Office of the Vice President, praised River State commitment and described malnutrition as a national emergency that Nutrition 774 is designed to address, with multi-sectoral, government-led initiative to scale up interventions in health, education, agriculture, and social protection.
In Nigeria today, 1 in every 3 children under 5 is stunted. Every year, it contributes to nearly half of under 5 deaths. Even here in River State, blessed with fertile lands and rich waters, pockets of malnutrition still persists, robbing our children of their ability to learn, grow, and reach their potential. The Nutrition 774 initiative is anchored on 3 key principles. 1, political will at subnational level, because leadership determines the speed and success of any mission.
Mrs. Emma Oyani Roseline Ephraim George, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, called on workshop participants to turn knowledge into action. Tamuno Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
In another development, Rivers Administrator, Vice Admiral retired Ibok Ekwebas says the move to formally integrate Port Harcourt into the World Energy Cities Partnership, WECP, will open global trade doors and attract foreign direct investments to the state. Vice Admiral Ibas spoke when he received an audience a delegation of the Society of Energy Editors, led by the chairman, Malam Yakubu Lawal, at the Government House in Port Harcourt. Again, Tamno Barabi Iwuluwo has the rest of the report.
The discussion of the visit by the delegation of Society of Energy Editors centered on the 70th anniversary of Nigeria's oil industry celebration, with Port Harcourt being at the heart of their outlined plans. Vice Admiral Lebas stated that Port Harcourt is the heart and lifeblood of Nigeria's energy industry, and joining the 19 leading World Energy Cities Partnership League alongside global leaders like Houston, Abidjan, and Doha will formally recognize its contributions and counter negative perceptions by projecting the city as a beacon of innovation, opportunity, and stability.
This initiative aligns perfectly with our administration's commitment to rebrand River State, elevate Port Harcourt as an international energy hub, and unlock new frontiers for global investment, knowledge exchange, and socio-economic transformation. And I wish to commend the Society of Energy Editors for your bold and visionary proposal. First, to formally designate Port Harcourt as Nigeria's premier energy city, and to pursue the reinstatement of Port Harcourt's membership in the World Energy Cities Partnership.
Vice Admiral Lebas emphasized the commitment of his administration to rebranding River State, elevating Port Harcourt as an international energy hub, and unlocking socio-economic transformation through global engagement. He explained his administration's support as a firm collaboration that will work with stakeholders to accelerate Port Harcourt's readmission into WECP, leverage media and strategic partnership to enhance global visibility.
We will support the official designation ceremony of Port Harcourt as Nigeria's premier energy city with all necessary government assistance as may be required.
Chairman of the Society of Energy Editors, Malam Yakubu Lawal, underscored the city's historic significance and called for government backing to ensure a successful commemoration. Tamil Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
Verification of pensioners under the payroll of the Rivers State government has been approved by Administrator Iboete Ekweibas. A statement by the acting head of service, Dr. Yingi Brown, directed the pensioners to come along with their bank's BVN bearing their photograph, a passport-sized photograph, and the pension's ID card. According to the statement, the verification is scheduled for Thursday, 14 August 2025, with pensioners banking with Access, Echo, and First Banks to report at the conference hall of the Ministry of Justice, State Secretariat Complex, Port Harcourt, while those banking with the FCMB will be verified at the main bowl of the Civic Center, Port Harcourt. The statement said pensioners banking with Fidelity, Globus, and GT banks will take their turn on Friday, 15 August, at the conference hall of the Ministry of Justice, while those banking with Polaris Bank will be screened at the main bowl of the Civic Center, Port Harcourt. Saturday, 16 August will be turned for pensioners banking with Heritage, Keystone, Mayfresh, Premium, Standard Chartered, Sterling, SunTrust, and Titan Trust banks at the Ministry of Justice Conference Hall, while those with UBA will be verified at the main bowl of the Civic Center. More will be brought to you in subsequent bulletins. Now, regular training and retraining are necessary exercises for the optimal performance of local council workers. Administrator of Emohua Local Government Council, Comrade Franklin Ajimo, made the assertion at the 2025 Staff Development and Capacity Building Program put together by the Council. Namdi Olivini has a report.
Comrade Ajingo explained that the essence of the capacity building program was to improve the efficiency and productivity of workers at the third tier of government. He told the participants not to see the exercise as a jamboree, but take it seriously, as they would no longer remain the same at the end of it. According to him, he understands the importance of training, having passed through the system as a local government employee and union leader, and expressed optimism that subsequent administration will continue with the training of workers.
I expect the workers, even after now, whatever thing they learn today is going to build for the future jobs. And assignments and responsibilities. If you take it seriously, as I've told them at the ceremony, nobody will come in and testify. They will be better workers than they are today.
Chairman of Norge, Ngozi Okenwe, and the Managing Director of Wavelink Afrique Consult, Grace Oga, commended the Council boards for the initiative, describing it as first of its kind, and expressed hope that the training will have positive impacts on service delivery and performance of the workers.
Urge the staff to please make use of this opportunity because it's going to enhance our work. It's going to make us to be better in terms of our services in the system.
All leaders, you are the ones that represent MO and local governments. The success of it, the failure of it, is not in the hands of followers. Because if you lead well, they will do what? They will follow.
Some participants also thanked the administrator for giving them the opportunity to improve their knowledge.
Today we've been exposed to certain areas of leadership and what it takes to be a leader.
It's an awesome training, and I'm also using the great opportunity to thank the administrator for this privilege given to all persons in Emo and local government council for the training.
Some topics examined include understanding emotional intelligence, leadership and strategic planning, and leadership communication, among others. Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
The culture of Egi people in Ogba Egbema Ndoni local government area of Rivers State has been tagged one of the best in Nigeria. Foremost entrepreneur and National Productivity Merit Award recipient Sir Mike Lichi made this assertion at an album launch ceremony organized by the Pope Obu Music Entertainment at the Obiti Civic Center. Nduajiri reports that the ceremony, which was sponsored by the Oris Shepherds Empowerment Foundation, attracted dignitaries from all walks of life.
Sailechi, who is also a retired permanent secretary in the Ministry of Information and Communications, said while Nigeria has lost her cultural values, Egi Kingdom still works strong with a culture of mutual respect, progressive mindset, and fear of God. According to him, a people without a good cultural identity cannot develop, adding that Egi is his second home owing to her rich cultural values. The business mogul, who is also the chairman of the occasion, commended the leader of the Pope Obu dynasty, Newman Matthew Obu, for his inspirational musical exposition, which has sent a message of hope, unity, and progress to Egi people and challenged Nigerians to emulate Egi culture.
I see a people who have the best culture you can think about. Culture of respect to elders. You have decided to take your culture to play. Because what is happening in this world here now, we have lost our culture in Nigeria.
The visionary, the Oris Shepherds Empowerment Foundation Chief Oris Onyiri, informed that he was inspired to midwife the hit track of the album Tule Tule Amime, meaning think before you do, because of leadership crisis in Egi due to incessant betrayal of trust among the people. He expressed the hope that the potency of the song will rekindle the bond, unity, and progress among Egi people.
When you play this music, you will know that this young man is a genius in that area. Unity of Egi is more to me. Egi is always in my heart.
There were goodwill messages by the President General Egi People's Assembly, Dr. Ugochukwu Rikoha, Paramount Ruler Erema Community, Ezazubike Jajwil, and former member Rivers State House of Assembly, Honorable Dr. Christian Ayakwo. Awards were presented to select sons and daughters of Egi Kingdom for their invaluable contributions to the development of Egi. The songwriter and vocalist, Honorable Newman Matthew Obu, expressed appreciation to the sponsor of the album and pledged his unwavering commitment at using music to promote Egi culture anchored on peace and unity under God. High points of the program are unveiling of the album, Egi Unity sticker, and cutting of Egi Unity cake. The Oris Shepherds Empowerment Foundation is a non-governmental, non-profit organization poised to organize programs aimed at empowering communities and foster unity among the people. Ndung Ajie, Rstv News.
Do you love and care about Rstv State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It's a task we must accomplish. Coming up on the news, Gambians protest baby's death. Why was it? We will find out. And in sports, CAF approves 2 local stadiums for next Champions League Confederation Cup tournaments. We'll bring you details of these and other stories on the flip side when we return after this break.
Power God is here. Dr. Jesus in action, God is here.
Omega Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut. It is a night of divine encounter. It is a night of healing. It is a night of financial and total restoration. It is a night of refreshing and renewal. It is a night to reclaim your dominion. Date Friday, 1st August 2025. Time 8 p.m. till dawn. Venue OPM Headquarters, Dr. Jesus City, Modo Alo, River State. Come with your coconut and receive the power to conquer and prevail in the remaining half of the year 2025.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
When malaria won't show power for your side, it gon' knock you down. I'm a temp soft gel. I can tell you no say, malaria medicine when no get bad taste. Oh, bitter taste for mouth, and it dey easy to swallow. Try. I got red game changer. I'm a temp soft gel.
Say no to malaria. Yes to life.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Thanks for joining us again for more news. President Bola Tinubu has approved the reconstitution of the Governing Council and Board of Trustees of the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, popularly called HYPREP. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, who announced the development, said the Minister of Environment, Balara Lawal, will serve as chairman of the reconstituted Governing Council, while the members include Lo Anye Barituka Victor, representing environmental non-governmental organizations, Bright Onyebuchi Jacob, and Henry Obiabure, representing Niger Delta communities. Others are Professor Barinedu Mwibere, Baride Gwezia, representing the Ugoni community, Gideon Onyebowa, and Dr. Ibikunle Omotesin Nise, representing the 9 oil-producing states. The President appointed 4 alternate members, including Dr. Abraham Olungwe and Meiba Ekobari for Ogoniland, and Joseph Akeduso and Beauty Ware Jowe for the Niger Delta. The President also reconstituted the HYPREP Board of Trustees with Emmanuel Deya reappointed as chairman. Other members include Fred Igwe and Dr. Fred Pako for Ogoni communities and stakeholders. Dorcas Amos is for other Niger Delta communities, and Chief Jide Damezo, who was reappointed to represent environmental NGOs. The Nigerian Correctional Service, NCOS, has revealed a troubling mental health crisis within its custodial centers, disclosing that 8,246 inmates are currently suffering from mental illness. This figure was made public during the 3rd public hearing of the Independent Investigative Panel on Alleged Corruption, Abuse of Power, Torture, and Other Inhuman Treatments by NCOS, held in Abuja Tuesday. Assistant Controller General of Corrections in charge of medical services, Dr. Glory Essien, highlighted the harsh reality of incarceration and its impact on mental health during her address to the panel. Essien further explained that the prison system relies on an internal network of trained inmate leaders who assist staff in identifying those showing signs of psychological distress, but that despite these efforts, the scale of mental health issues far exceeds available resources. She also underscored the logistical challenges of delivering mental health care in correctional centers. She also, adding to the discussion, the Assistant Controller General of Corrections in charge of pharmaceutical services, Mohammed Bashir, addressed concerns around drug provision and mental health treatment. On her part, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Dr. Magdalena Jani, called for urgent support and systematic changes. Now to foreign stories. The death of a baby girl who was a victim of female genital mutilation, called FGM, has sparked outrage in the Gambia. The 1-month-old infant was rushed to hospital in the capital of Banjul after she developed severe bleeding. More on that story will be brought to you by Rita Ibu.
Police say she was pronounced dead on arrival and 2 women have been arrested for their alleged involvement in the event. Autopsy results are still awaited. Many people in the country have linked the baby's death to complications from female genital mutilation. Gambian women's rights activist Fatou Baude called FGM a brutal, senseless act. Rights groups and local officials have emphasized the need to protect children from FGM. European leaders have warned against Ukrainian borders being redrawn by force 3 days before Russia's Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump are due to hold a summit on Ukraine in Alaska. In a statement, European leaders said the people of Ukraine must have the freedom to decide their future, adding the principles of territorial integrity must be respected and international borders must not be changed by force. The statement was signed by 26 of 27 leaders. Missing from the signatories was Hungary's leader Viktor Orban, who has maintained friendly relations with Russia and has repeatedly tried to block European Union support for Ukraine. Emergency crews are battling multiple wildfires across Spain and Portugal. The record-breaking heat wave continues across Europe. Firefighters walked through the night on Monday in an effort to contain a blaze burning in the municipality of Tres Cantos, located 23 kilometers north of Madrid. Officials say extreme temperatures in Spain and Portugal are expected to continue until at least Wednesday, its forecast reaching up to 41st.
Let's take a look at some sports news. In a decision that will shape Nigeria's representation in continental football this season, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has officially approved only 2 stadiums in the country to host matches for the 2025-2026 CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup. Reports say only the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo and the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja have met the infrastructure and facility requirements set by CAF following recent inspections. As a result, all 4 Nigerian clubs involved in this season's continental competitions will have to play their home games at these 2 approved venues. While Remo Stars and Rivers United will fly the country's flag in the CAF Champions League, Kwara United and Abia Warriors are the country's representatives in the CAF Confederation Cup. With both CAF tournaments running concurrently, fixture scheduling, pitch maintenance and logistics coordination will be of utmost importance to avoid clashes and overuse of the playing surfaces. According to reports, several traditional venues including the Lekon Salami Stadium in Ibadan and the Enyimba International Stadium in Aba failed to pass CAF's minimum criteria for lighting, dressing rooms, medical facilities, and media infrastructure. Now, still talking sports, Japanese boxing officials have voted to implement stricter rules on weight loss and to also introduce urine tests after the deaths of 2 fighters in Tokyo. Super featherweight Shigetoshi Kotari and featherweight Hiromasa Yurakawa, both 28, died after sustaining injuries in separate bouts on the same card on 2 August. The boxers underwent surgery for subdural hematoma, a condition where blood collects between the skull and the brain. Following the event, the Japan Boxing Commission, JBC, announced that all Oriental and Pacific Boxing Federation, OPBF, title bouts will now be 10 rounds instead of the normal 12. The Japanese Professional Boxing Association, JPBA, the JBC and gym owners met to discuss the emergency measures on Tuesday and also agreed that ambulances will be required on site even for non-world title bouts. Hospitals will partner with the governing bodies to ensure they are equipped to perform emergency surgery for head and other injuries. Fighters will also have to adhere to new rules on how long they must stop sparring during training before a fight. That's it on tonight's news. Do you love and care about real estate and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Watch us live on Facebook at RSTVCH22 online. YouTube is RSTV online. Don't forget to click on the notification bell and watch the live feed. To end the news now, a recap of some of the major reports. Real Estate Administrator, Vice Admiral retired Ibogete Equibas has, in a town hall stakeholders workshop, launched Nutrition 77 initiative in Port Harcourt for sustainable food production and robust community engagement. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of the Minister of Environment, Balara Lawal, Chairman of the reconstituted Governing Council of the High Prep, after renaming Emmanuel Deya as Chairman of the Board of Trustees. We had also reported that the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Dr. Magdalena Jani, has called for urgent support and systematic changes as custodial centers across the country record 8,246 mental cases. That's it from the news desk for tonight. Thanks for being a part of it. Have a beautiful evening.